My Pixar marathon continues my look at 2012's Braid. Beginning life as the Bear and the Bow, this marks the studio's first fairy tale rooted in Gaelic mythology, so let's open it up. Open on the Kingdom of Dunbrook, where the King and Queen were Billy Connolly and Emma Thompson, respectively, have been blessed with a daughter named Merida, her spirit shape is fiery as her red hair. I must say, even when this first came out, how come that far her they rendering this hair is impressive? One day, Merida wanders in the forest following will of the wisps, and has encountered with a ferocious bear. It's a legendary beast Mordu. The king, whose name is Fergus by the way, is able to save his daughter, though he does lose a leg in the process. Already this film establishing a tone that draws parallels to other stories, but is distinct from them. That animation spectacular as ever. We rejoin Merida in the film's present, now voiced by Kelly MacDonald. She's still as bold as ever, much to the dismay of the queen, whose name is Eleanor. She isn't one for finding Lord just yet, and even ends up altering ceremonial outfits so she can aim her bow correctly. That's basically the main content of this film, tradition versus individualism. We'll explain more later. There's also her little brothers, Harris, Hamish, and Hubert, more of them later as well. That night, Merida goes to see a witch, voiced by Julie Walters, about the situation. As for this being where we get our usual cameos from the Pizza Planet truck, Luxor Bowl and Lamp, we'll get some principles of Genie and Aladdin, Mushu 98 Mulan, or the Shrek franchise. If they have magic, seeing the future isn't too far a leap. Anyway, because Merida and Ella are at odds, the witch bakes a cake with a special potion to change her fate. Merida brings it to her mother, and her brothers also get a taste of it. Queen retires to her rooms, and we witness the monstrous side effects as she becomes a bear along with her brothers. I'm familiar with the original legend that influenced this film. I'm willing to find out more. I'm a big fan of Gaelic mythology overall, so that definitely meant I was going to enjoy this film. Merida tries to sneak Eleanor out of the castle and do the spell. I must say the music is not aspect I really love. Whenever you need someone to give a grand scope to a family movie, you call Patrick Doyle. The two venture into the forest to try and take out the witch. No easy task what's going on, but the witch at least left a message to break the curse before the second sunrise. A riddle and a ticking clock. Imagine that. I am very amused by the bear Eleanor attempting to eat with knife and fork, though her foraging skills need work. The way they bond over fish is pretty entertaining, and must also, once again, compliment how gorgeous this depiction of the Scottish riverbed is. As the sun goes down, Merida tries to talk her mother down. The two are shown the way by the Will of the Wisps. Merida has also solved the riddle, and that leads her to face off against the cursed Mordu. Now she might not only have to change her own fate, but that of her kingdom as well. I must say, for Pixar's first fantasy story, while it does mark another point where they and the mouse became closer, it's still distinct enough in terms of story and characterization I can tell them apart. Case in point, Merida distracting the Lord so her mother can stay back inside the castle does lead to her realizing the story she was once told as a child isn't just a yarn spun around the fire. Also, there's a line between tradition and individualism that traditions are built on and carried by the individuals who help shape them. Merida realizes what she's done wrong and now must help set things right with those around them. Now, the lordships from afar and leads it. Dunbrook must unite to defend their clans against Mordu, unless they share the same fate. The final face against Mordu is actually quite tense, and the presence of Eleanor and the triplets, who are also cubs, helps out the personal stake in the battle. With combined efforts, before sunrise Mordu is defeated and the curse is broken, with story ending on being able to put the past behind them. Speaking of behind, well, let's just say this film earned its PG rating in more ways than one. This film may not be my favorite one, but I still enjoy watching and reviewing it. I'm not even bitter about the Best Animated Feature win, since 2012 had no shortage of great nominees. Paranorman, The Pirates Band of Misfits, Disney's Wreck-It Ralph, and Frankenweenie, all of which I enjoyed. I will say the Academy definitely showed good judgment and passion over that year's Ice Age film. The movie was also a big hit, making $237 million domestically and over $538 million worldwide on its $185 million budget, and was even well received in the real Scotland. While not in the same order of magnitude as the last few movies I covered, it's still fun I like talking about and I had no problems showing my nephew one day. Final rating is 3.5 stars out of 4. My Pixar marathon continues next time with 2015's The Good Dinosaur. Happy Halloween, everyone.